And Senate Bill 85 is on the table this legislative session. It aims to prohibit the sale or the use of drugs that are used for an abortion.
Yeah, our Shelby Burrow, she joins us live in the studio tonight with a deeper look into what this could mean for healthcare providers statewide. Shelby?
Well, Gina and Peyton, a problem that some say this legislation brings to the table is it could cause physicians and pharmacists to leave the state.
This is part of an ongoing effort by the anti-abortion movement to create fear and stigma around reproductive health care.
Senate Bill 85 aims to prohibit the use or sale of drugs that cause an abortion. If a physician performs an abortion using these drugs, their license could be revoked. If this law is violated by someone who is not a medical professional, they could face 3 to 10 years in prison.
I think we've done so many things to harm the ability of somebody in the state of West Virginia, to harm a woman from being able to just get regular medical treatment. And this is another just continuation, like what can we find? What's new that we can do related to abortion every single session?
The bill states that physicians and pharmacists will still be able to prescribe these drugs for other intended uses. But some say the fear of getting punished will drive physicians and pharmacists out of the state, and it'll leave those who aren't in the state to be extra cautious of who they're treating.
I would like to say that this was also just a gross overreach of state authority in threatening enforcement against healthcare providers located outside the borders of West Virginia. Our government in West Virginia does not have jurisdiction over healthcare providers that are outside of our state's borders.
Those in favor of this legislation say its goal is to stop these drugs coming into the state to be used for illegal abortions.
I'm not certain it's still where it needs to be, but I think it is very important that we have a current law. We need to enforce that law. That's all this legislation does.
Amendments have been made to this bill in committee, and 4 amendments are pending in the system, but some say these changes would not help those impacted.
None of them address the concerns that were raised by medical professionals that testified in the committee last week.
Senate Bill 85 is expected to be voted on sometime later this week. Live in the studio, Shelby Burrow, Eyewitness News.